In this video, I'm going to cover which keywords you should be using in your subject matter and search term fields and kind of how that all works out. So you're probably thinking like, oh, I know the title, bullet point, descriptions, and images part of our listing, but what are the subject matter and search terms? So this part of your listing is on the back end, meaning that Amazon customers or Amazon buyers will not see this, which gives us certain advantages over other sellers that really don't know how to implement or use these correctly. So number one, a lot of sellers are utilizing the search term field on the back end. And again, in a later video, I'm going to show you exactly where the subject matter, search terms, title, description, all the places where you're going to input everything that you're writing on this Google Doc or on this Word document, where you're going to ultimately put those later, right? And I find this is the best strategy just in terms of efficiency and all that. So a lot of sellers use the search terms. This has been done for a while. But what many sellers aren't doing is utilizing the subject matter, which actually has greater keyword weight than the search terms, okay? So this is alone going to give you a big advantage over all your competitors. So I'm really excited about that. So honestly, this section is really simple. There are two types of keywords you want to include in your subject matter and your search term fields, okay? Now, number one, you have 250 character limit for subject matter and 250 character limit for search terms. For your subject matter, you're going to have 5 lines of text where you can enter, it should be, 50 characters each. So you'll have 250 characters total. For the search term, you have 1 line, and in that 1 line, you can enter 250 characters. So in both cases, you have 250 characters. However, you need to make sure that you break up the subject matter when you're writing it here on your Google Doc into sections of 50 characters or less. And you want to get as close to 50 characters as possible, but 5 lines of 50 characters, where with your search term, you only need to have 1 line of 250 characters, okay? So that's the difference between the two, or kind of how you need to think about it. And in terms of the search terms you're going to use, there are 2 types. Number one, remember how we already did our title, right? And we made sure that we had a separate list that we deleted, all the keywords we already used, we deleted. So now we're left with our next top keywords that we need to use. So we simply go and we're going to like copy and paste, and we're going to take the next terms and put them into our subject matter. So we want to just copy and paste the next top search terms and break them out into 5 lines of 50 characters, okay? So I'm going to go to charactercount.com, count the number of characters. So we have 88. So, okay, we need to kind of reduce our character limit down a little bit more. So we'll just kind of copy this and put it in the next and see if this is enough. And again, it'll take a little bit of tweaking, and I'm not going to go 100% into creating all these lines of text, because it's really just going to be repetitive and redundant. Okay, I should have deleted more. Let's just see if I get rid of detoxify in here. Nope. Peel, get rid of that. It's really just kind of process like that, and I don't want to have half of a word, so okay, so I might put peel back in here, right? So I'm kind of swapping the words around, and that's 47. That's going to get me pretty close. So I'll copy this. This is kind of what I want for my first one. Toxic peel. So we have peel and detoxify left. So I'll delete these and make sure that these are included in my next line. So it just really kind of goes like that. And you do the same for the second line, third, fourth, and fifth. Just making sure that each line is 50 characters or less, and try to get as close to 50 characters as possible until you have 5 lines of your next top keywords you haven't already used in your title. Now, another point I want to make, okay? And then after you finish the subject matter, you'll go ahead and create the search term line where you have 1 line of 250 characters of your next top keywords that you haven't used in your subject matter or your title. But like I said, the subject matter and search term fields, Amazon customers and buyers do not see, which gives you an advantage. So let's say that one of your top keywords, let's say that you would be using your title, is one of your competitors' titles, right? Maybe your competitor has a really strong kind of private label brand presence, and a lot of people are typing in their name into Amazon. Well, you honestly want to make sure that you show up, right? If people are searching for your competitor and you feel that you're better than your competitor, you want to make sure you show up for that keyword. But you want to do not put your competitor's brand name or keywords into your title, okay? And by keywords, I mean their brand name, their company name, their brand name. Do not put that in your title, okay? And don't put it in your title, in your listing, bullet points, or your description. You want to put it in the subject matter and search term fields where other Amazon customers can't see it. This is the best place, okay? So if you have some top keywords that are your competitors' keywords, like their brand name, don't put them in the title. All right. So, make sure you do that, right? Go back and look at your title and make sure it doesn't have any competitors. So for example, look through here. Let's say I had some random name like, I don't know, like the Footpad Co. It's all one word, like Footpad Co. And people type in Footpad Co. into Amazon. I would want to make sure that it's not in my title. I'd remove it from my title, put it into my subject matter, and again, make sure that it's 50 characters for each line. All right. So that's the two. You want to put your top keywords in, as well as any top searched brand names. So not all brand names. You don't have to go through your list and then pull out all the brand names. Just the ones that are highly searched, that you'd be basically that would be high enough for you to put in your title or into your bullet points or description. So take some of the top ones and you can put those in your subject. You can put those actually into your search terms is the best place for those. And as well as your subject matter, if it's pretty highly searched. But again, yeah, just put your top keywords, 5 lines of 50 characters, and then 1 line of 250 characters. And then again, I'll show you exactly. You're just going to copy and paste this into your Amazon seller account, and then you're pretty much done with that section. Very easy, and again, very, very powerful, right? You've done all the work once you've created the keyword list, and then it's just a little bit of work to kind of implement it throughout your listing. It's honestly a lot easier than a lot of sellers make it out to be, and it's very easy, especially when you have this structure, okay? So I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel because I have a lot of great content currently on the channel and a lot of great videos coming to you very, very soon, and I want to make sure you don't miss out. If you have any questions, be sure to comment them below while I still have time to respond and basically give you free mentorship before I, don't have the time to respond to YouTube comments. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.